Garth here, back with another episode of my current reading series. Before we get started though, just want to let you know that I've caved in and I'm now taking sponsorship deals to run this enterprise. This week we're endorsed by my father-in-law's Chardonnay, the Miller's Retreat, up on screen there. It's a fruity 2012, best probably described as, it's not buttery, it's probably more on the acidic range of Chardonnays. I would suggest it would make a good biofuel if in a pinch, you know, zombie apocalypse, on the run sort of scenario. Cleaning product, definitely flammable, but fuck, any port in a storm, eh? Cheers. So this is part 3 of the Sexual Witches of Wrigglers Bend, and Johnny's ghostwriter, Tansy Sakutso, takes over for a bit. His ancient bloke, Bob Burns, right? He once said something like, the best laid plans of mice and men. Something about stuff not always going how you want. Canny old cunt Bob was pretty much entirely on the money, but the operative word was laid, and I, dear Shagger, am here to tell you the fates work in mysterious ways, to nick another Bible quote, and that old JP's rogering luck seems to be taking a turn for the mathematically heroic. Let me back up the philosophy truck, but, and bring you up to speed on what happened next. Kirst was already up and everything was pounding, and not in a good way. And then there was the case of the monsoonal blitzkrieg, decimating our low-lying rental's fit-for-purpose cast-iron roof. Kirst was stood in the bedroom doorway in an old tour t-shirt, not mine, looking well shook. JP, the water's come right up through the sewage system. It smells like the shitter erupted. All your gear's absolutely fucked. That's a lot of gear, my racked id Morse coded on the inside of my skull, slow and cruel. I muttered to Kirst, who barely dodged my grey, flailing nude nass as it staggered across the base towards the basement stairs. Powerful waves of shitwater stench caught me at the top. The commingled turd of an entire electorate, a thick soup of all the sickness and fast food and cancer and bad decisions and vomit and shower wank, coagulated hair and tampons and pads and fuck knows what else, slowly growing stagnant as it grew black mould and hepatitis and all sorts of other fecal outcomes all over my former life aside. Tansy definitely wrote that bit. I really like fast food. Kirst, canny like she is, steadied me at the waist and turned me around looking a lot like I felt. I'm now trying to save a bit, right? Then, thank fuck Tyson's with her dad this week. She shoved a couple of bin bags, an old bandana and some ski goggles at me. A rusty shovel was leaned against the wall. Fuck, she was quick, and that sort of thinking is what gave me the horn and spurred me into action again and again and again. Admittedly, this was the first time it was action like this, but I was standing there in bin liner waders, a cheetah print G-banger, goggles, a paisley danner, the stench reduction and a shower cap, shovel at the ready 90 seconds later. It was still thundering down out there, the brown tide rising, but my rock and roll life for honour was at stake. Kirst's eyes were watering from the sheer chemical weapon downstairs depravity of it all, as I embarked into the unknown. Thank fuck I'd had those hepae and tetanus shots that time I briefly hooked up with the... Nah, fuck, I'll save that for another book. The basement was a pretty cramped situation, only a half dozen stairs or so into a space I had to fold half height into. Poo water lapped at the third stair from the bottom, light from upstairs illuminating thickly fluorescent algal greens and steroidal worms writhing and thriving in the sinister black muck that clung and festered on the fringes of the rising crap. Fuck, third set of stairs. I prodded my shovel, snout first into the miasma, shuddering a bit at the pool of the rancid waters as I withdrew. Fucking hell, nearly a metre, like thigh height. This had to be quick because pretty soon I was going to be wearing an entire suburb bum stuff inside these bin bags and all over me. Which shaving was supposed to be on the cards this afternoon, and this is what's happening? Fucking incredibly traumatic business, man. I prodded a plastic-clad toe into the morass, flinching a bit. Who fucking knew what feculent intelligence was rapidly evolving under there and its intention? Then committed and plunged my whole foot into the thirsty, brackish unknown. The bandana was fucking useless, so I breathed with my mouth. I could feel gung-ho shit spores climbing up into my nostrils and knew I'd wake up taste-smelling suppositories, hemorrhoid cream and flush colostomy bags for weeks. In I plunged though, the mission a fait accompli. Aside, Tansy's really getting stuck in, right? There was enough light down here to tell that most of the back gear was a write-off. An archipelago of picks and old tees and wires, all thankfully unplugged, was forming in the far back corner of the jam room. The headstocks of a Rickenbacker base, my busted SG and a second-hand Ibanez for whoever else rocked up were all upright, but destined to float. The mixdown was backstroking across the sewage farm, shrouded in the op-shop scarves I'd inventively strapped to it for the old razzle-dazzle. Using the shovel to prod and investigate my way in, it was pretty clear this was a single-subject rescue mission. The fucking drugs had to be retrieved at all costs, man. You alright down there, JP? Kirst yelled down. My eyes foamed as I opened my mouth, the real heroic surge of rising bile and root. Fuck, sorry babes, Kirst returned. Be quick! I clocked the stack, which the volume of water had shoved across the room a good few metres. Checking the level with the shovel, another inch at least since I got down here, I waded in. This was truly apocalyptic stuff. Sure, you can interface deep cosmic horror that reconfigures your reality irrevocably on fractally profound escapes, but there's still something deeply fucked about wading through regular human shit while you realise this creeping, mundane dead end is pretty much down to you. Fuck, it used to be funny. What happened, dudes? Co-writers, right? Any fucking way. I was there for the plethora of still intact Class A's we'd perched on the amp head before last night's gig, and I'd be fucked if this actual shitstorm was going to fuck the rest of this day. Sure, the whole existence trip has been a full-blown downer lately, but there's nothing like a flood to wipe away the past and all that. New beginnings, rituals, maybe a sixth to top it all off. Miracle material, a book maybe, a rebirth. I was scooping the gear into the shower cap, volume surprising, when a semi-familiar amplified voice rattled down the stairs, rippling through the hazel sludge. This is Councillor John Brain, citizen. If you require assistance, make yourself known. Holy fucking shit. The best laid plans in fucking D. I shelved the random pill, scrambled up the stairs through the rotten haze of beige, found Kirst, obliged her, washing my hands first of course, and then made ourselves known to our saviour. Laid. Truly would be the operative word when it came to how these hastily sketched new plans would unfold. Alright, so that's part 3, and I've actually written part 4, and after that we're into uncharted territory, so I hope you're enjoying it. I'm certainly enjoying this Chardonnay. No place like the basement to record some videos and sling some hits on a Saturday night. I will talk to you soon. As always, passtheamyl.com, passtheamyl on Twitter, passtheamyl on Instagram.